Several No Kings protests planned for this weekend, raising some questions once again about when police should step in and make arrests.
The 8 News Now investigators learning Metro is now resubmitting evidence from similar protests that happened this summer after the city attorney's office declined to prosecute. 8 News Now investigator David Charn speaking with Sheriff Kevin McMahill about that. And David, he says if you target one of his officers, you're going to face the consequences.
Well, the sheriff says he was not too happy that the city attorney's office dropped the majority of those 100 cases his office submitted for prosecution, and he blames that, though, on how Metro was actually submitting evidence like reports and videos, so important to any kind of case. And he called those June protests chaotic. Those protests against the Trump administration back in June, mostly peaceful, but ended in dozens of arrests when police told people to leave. The city then dropped most of the cases, with the mayor and city council even saying in a statement last month that the consequences of getting booked into jail were appropriate. Well, the sheriff says he has a whole new procedure to make sure those who break the law will face actual consequences.
Well, I'll tell you this much. We're not letting people go and riot in this town without the Metropolitan Police Department responding to it. But I also have a responsibility to fix it on the back end, which is I have an entirely new procedure for this upcoming riots that we've been told is going to happen on the 18th. There's 3 separate No Kings protests that day, and I can assure you if they start throwing those kinds of things at my cops, we're going to be taking action.
Throwing things like bottles and pieces of glass, even bats in one case back in June. Now, of course, thousands of people peacefully protested back in June. Ahead of these planned protests, Metro actually closes the roads, allowing us to exercise our First Amendment rights. The ACLU of Nevada, representing several people arrested in June, we asked for their response to this new reporting, and its executive director sent me a statement. It says, in part, the cases were dropped for a reason. In the city of Las Vegas, attempting to engage in malicious prosecutorial actions here wouldn't be in the city's best interest. He says there are lawsuits possible after the protests in June, and he's also urging Metro to release all the body camera video from those protests. Meantime, the sheriff says arrests will only happen once Metro issues orders for people to leave. I'm David Charns, 8 News Now.